Happy Lunar New Year. That's today. Ben here again with another market watch, this one for January of 2022. But before we jump into the market watch, just a heads up that the mortgage rates, I don't know if you've heard, they jumped up quite a lot. They're at like 3.75 now percent, and they were expected to be that much at the end of the year. Nationally, that might dampen the market, or at least the prices that homes can get, especially like if they get above 4, which they might. Locally, it still hasn't slowed down. Homes are still going for over asking if they're priced right and if they are, in a cream puff condition. So, going to start sharing the screen, and here we go. So there wasn't too much activity in Narberth. Like the winters are so slow. And there's actually only so 206 Price Ave Unit 2, that's listed at 1.3. That's like the only home that started active in January and then is still active. Most of them have either closed went under contract. Forest Ave, that was active before January, but again, there's just not that many that are active, so I just wanted to include it in there. This kind of went under contract. Then we have a couple under contract pending, which again are synonymous. This one, 728 Concha State Road, you've probably seen a million times. They had to do several price drops, but they're under contract. Meeting House Lane, that's actually like a duplex, so that'll be interesting to see what the buyers will do with that. Sprague Road, that was on, off. It's pending. Homewood Ave, that was my listing. That was under contract, now it's pending. Conway Ave, that one pending pretty quickly. Ardley as well. And then now we're getting to the closed homes. So 505 Brookhurst, that closed for $450. And that was well below asking, 25%. So that's not too common for something like that to happen. So you can see they originally listed it at $599, June 18, 2021. That was when the market was like absolutely bananas. So, I can understand that. But again, if you overshoot it, then people are going to be turned off. Whereas if you price it correctly or even slightly below, then, that allows people to get crazy with it, send in those high offers. 331 Land Twin, that closed at $415. That also was a price drop of 7.6%, which is a decent amount. You can see that was listed originally for $450. 938 Summit Road, that closed for $1.21. I think every time I talk about this, I want to show pictures. That bucolic setting, just so charming. It was really nice. And then just a quick aside. So for a house like that, or just like any kind of house, 938 Summit. So even though the closed price was 1.21, the concessions amount was 39,000. So that means that, there was probably a lot of stuff to fix. It's an older home. So the sellers are like, all right, we'll give you 39,000 credit for repairs. So Zillow, Truly, or Redfin, Realtor, whatever, that doesn't show that price. So even though the closed price was 1.21, in reality, it was more like, 1.17. So that's why you need a realtor, because we have access to that stuff. All right, going on other closed. 1519 Flat Rock was basically 985, and that was right about. Yeah, so that, they pretty much got what they were looking for. It closed within 5 days. 401 Coronal Circle, 675. That was 10% below asking. And that one we'll probably see on the market in, later this year. I'm sure a builder is going to make that into a gorgeous home. 511 Brookhurst, that closed for 1.075. That was listed, I think, at like 1.1, so it was right around there. And yeah, like that, a home on Brookhurst got over $1 million. It was a nice home for sure. It's just, if you knew Narberth back in the day. And it's funny because the 505 Brookhurst right next door was like 450. And then the last one that closed was 202 Sabine Ave for 310. That was down 11%. And, normally if something's on the market for 5 days, you would expect it to close above, but each seller situation is different. Maybe they needed the cash quick to buy a home. Maybe, it was the only offer they had. They said, we'll take it. So you never really know. And then another thing real quick, just to show you. So this is closed, new pendings and new listings. Unfortunately, January is not updated. But if you see December, a couple of months ago, there was only 4 new listings in all of 19072. So the market is it's insanely low, the inventory. It's like historically low. There's markers for that. And it's never been this strong of a seller's market, I guess. So if you have been thinking of selling and you're wondering, a year, 2, 3 years from now, it's worth the conversation to at least see if maybe right now would make sense for you. Just because, again, once those interest rates start creeping up to 4.5%, 5%, we're not going to get these kind of prices for homes. It's just buyers aren't going to be able to afford it. So, every situation is different, but if you've been thinking of moving to Florida or just going to a condo or apartment, retirement community, right now, this spring is going to be nuts, I think, for buyers in Lower Merion. There's already homes that have had 20 offers on them. Most of those closed homes, didn't reflect that, but I think the spring buyers are going to be coming out. It'll be interesting. So if you have just thought about selling in the next 3 years and you're wondering, hey, maybe I should do it now, I'm open for a conversation, no obligation, anything like that. And that's about it. All right. You have my contact info. I hope you have a great day. Bye.